Hey guys, Todd coming at you, Jetski Jockey channel. We're in our final phase of our mods for this year. Stay tuned for the graphics install. Well guys, I'm excited to do this install. I've never done graphics on a watercraft before. I've done graphics on dirt bikes, but this will be the first time that we've done graphics on a jet ski, and there's quite a lot more material to work with, so I'm kind of anxious to see how this is going to go. I got Dad back in the garage with me here today to help me, and first thing we're going to do is wipe this ski down with denatured alcohol. I put it in a spray bottle, and we're going to take a white terry cloth towel and wipe it down real good before we get started. And I have a kit from Amazon, a squeegee kit. It's got razor blades and 2 squeegees in it. I'll link everything that I'm using, products in the description. Just look down in the description for the products that I used and they'll be there. Also, this company that I went with on graphics, I've never used them before. I'm anxious to see how it's going to work out with that. They look like good graphics. I just want to see how they fit up and give you a review of what I thought about that too, and where you can get these graphics after I get finished up, and I'll let you know all the information. And let's get started on this, and like I said, it'll be fun to get back to the lake. Let's say a prayer right now, because this is extremely important to me. This goes right. Lord, please help us with installing these graphics today. Help us fit everything up the way they go and not misplace nothing. Help us get all the air bubbles out. And this new technique that I'm going to use to put them on, I pray that it works and don't mess anything up. Thank you, Lord, in Jesus' name, amen. Yeah, that's another thing, guys. I'm going to use the wet method here on installing these graphics. I've never did that. I've always just stuck graphics on the dirt bikes and heated them up and just stuck them down and pushed the bubbles out like that. With these, I got a lot, like I said, a lot bigger of a panel of material to work with, especially on this line from here all the way down is one piece. And if we wet it, we can maneuver it exactly where we want it, and then start laying the heat to it and squeegeeing it out. But like I said, I've never done that. I got a product called Rapid Tech in a spray bottle, specifically formulated to put these graphics on with the wet method. So I hope that works out good. We'll just have to go at it and see how it goes. Hope you guys enjoy this and like this. Give me a like and subscribe if you can. It'd help me out, help the channel out a lot. Let's get started. All right, guys, I'm gonna start. I just put this denatured alcohol in this spray bottle. I just thought it'd be a lot easier to do this and quicker. Also, we'll just take this white terry cloth towel, start wiping down. Still got some of the residue from like the registration stickers I pulled off. I didn't get all that off the other day. So you definitely just want to make sure you get all that stuff off before you go to put any graphics on. I got this side wiped off pretty good. It feels pretty good. I don't feel...
Go with your hand, make sure you don't feel nothing gritty.
I do kind of feel something right there. Hit it again. We got to get underneath the bumper too, because there's a graphic that goes on there.
Yeah.
All right, it feels pretty good now. But we got to get all under here too. There's nothing that should have been there causing no issues under here. I'm not sure that any graphics came for the pole, but I might need to wipe the pole off in case there's some graphics in there for it. I've been thinking about getting something to wrap this pole in. But like I said, there may be something in the kit already. I've not looked. All right, guys, here's what I'm using. Going to be using to put on the graphics. I got 2 squeegees right here. Got blades. Got this little tool to get around the edges with. And here's the rapid tack spray. You can get a big bottle of this, but I chose to get the small. I don't think I'll need a big bottle. It's just one project I'm doing. So, and then of course over there I got my Harbor Freight heat gun. All right, guys, for this first one, I'm not going to use the wet method. It's not a very big decal, and I think I can get it on there without having to do that. All right, guys, I'm going to lay some heat to it. I'm just going to heat my surface up pretty good. I'm going to start with peeling the bottom end of this off. Like I said, this is a dry method. This ain't no bigger than a motocross dirt bike decal. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this one on dry. Peel about that much of it off and then get it down here at the bottom. I've already sized it up and seen how it's going to fit, and we just want to get it centered up down here in the middle. Making sure we get centered up is the thing. It's what's going to get us started off the right way. They done started trying to curl up on us up here on these top little thin pieces. And it's just going to make it harder to work with if we don't get heat back on it and get them limbered back up. All right, Dad, you hold that one over there, and I'll hold this one. We try to get these laid down right. It fit like a glove though. Really, guys, that one done pretty good. Shouldn't have no issues. I'm gonna put a little bit of heat to it on low. There really ain't no bubbles here. You'd use the dry method. It's just a matter of getting it lined up straight, making sure everything goes down right. I like the dry method, especially up here around the fuel tank. You know you're gonna be spilling fuel right here, and I just rather do the dry method right here. If it was to start peeling like up here around where your edge is, I've experienced this on like the rear dirt bike fenders and stuff. If it does start to maybe start a peel right here, just take your razor blade and trim it off, and it'll stop. It won't do it anymore. So it ain't no big deal. Shouldn't have any issues there. We got our tuning fork logo, Yamaha and Oakley, and the company that the graphics come from, which is Motopro Graphics, if you guys was wondering where these came from. All right, guys, we're gonna go with the big one next. We're gonna go ahead and shoot for what I think is gonna be tough. So we're going to limber this thing out. That's a big piece, ain't it, Dad? All right, there's our water outlet hole. Gonna go right like that. So here's what I was worried about with the jet trim, but we got just enough clearance for the jet trim up here. But we got to get our lines and everything lined up. Right there, I'm lined up on everything on this back side. What do you got up there in the front, on the front side? You got lines up there on the nose too you got to get lined up. See all those lines on the body work? Everything line up pretty good? How close are we on our... All right, let's lay some more heat to it. See what happens. I'm gonna peel this off. I'm gonna spray it with the rapid tack. And then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna spray the whole side of that jet ski real quick, and then we're gonna set it up on it. Peeling off the backing. All right, Dad, let's run with it. All right, guys, I hope this works out. Put it over the hole with the inlet. Right there you go. Right here. You can't get to... This needs to be on line. It's got to drop. Get the bottom set in and get the rest of it laid in. Guys, this is a job from you know where. You're gonna have to have a lot of patience to do this. Getting these air bubbles out and sitting here with this heat gun, I can't sit here and make y'all watch all that, and there's no way I can edit all that out. But I've been working on this. As you can see, we got that one big piece in. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but still got some air bubbles here. I've been working them, just pushing them up and out the top. And there's just a wrinkly look right there that I'm not happy with, but I don't think there's going to be any issues of the graphics coming up. They seem sucked down to the ski pretty good. And right here, I'm just working. I'm working. These are tiny air bubbles, but I pushed some down out around the spout here, and it's got a wrinkle in it that concerns me, which I got razor blades that I can trim this out a little bit if I want to. It's not really bothering me, but it's just taking a lot of time, and I'm having to. I can see in the light when I look down this thing. I can see everything I need to be working with, and it's just a long, tedious process. I did use the Rapid Tack spray. Sprayed it over and over till me and Dad got it lined. Just getting it lined up where the lines go and keeping this line here on the bottom was a tremendous chore. And we could have actually used a third hand doing that to help. We got it done, but like I said, there's a lot of lines on this Yamaha Superjet. A lot of grooves, cuts into the way this thing's made, and it's just really tedious going through here and trying to make sure there's no air, and you're stretching this thing. I'm using both sides of this squeegee. I'm not this felt side. I mean, it come in handy at first, but I'm having to use the hard side to get any movement on these bubbles and get them to moving. But I'll get back with you guys when we start to lay other portions of it. But this one big section is a brute. And, you know, I can see now why people may do smaller piece graphic sets. This is tough. This is really tough. And I'm going to try to make it work out the best I can, you know. But hang in there with me. I'll try to make something out of this video, and I'm going to get this piece worked in, and then I'll show you what I got. And I think we're going to go with the hood section up here next, and then maybe down here on the bottom. Just depends. We started around 3, and it's already going on 7 o'clock, so I don't think we're going to get this done tonight. So I'll have to make, this will be like the jet trim video. We'll be making multiple nights, at least 2 nights. So hang with me, guys. I've got this section. I may go back over it, but like I said, I'm coming down here and I'm starting on a new section, and where this hull bends, the body bends, there's going to be air, so I'm going to heat this up again and then try to push this out right here with this squeegee. You can actually see it start moving and bubbling. Oh yeah, we got a lot of problems right here. You see that, guys? I don't know if the camera's picking up on that, but if you can get these bubbles to move, if they'll move for you, you better take it, because they bad to want to kink up and crinkle up on you, and then you just have to. See, look at that big old air bubble right there. We got to push that up out of the top. I got one right here. I'm going to keep working with this big one first. If I can scoot that that down in there with the rest of that. I don't know. That's gonna go off like a balloon when it comes out. That's the thing, trying not to tear something. Keep hitting it with heat, keep it moving. Don't take much heat with this heat gun. Get it right back hot again. All right, guys, we're gonna stick the hood portion on. The tuning fork, get it lined up. We debating on whether to dry stick it or use the rapid tack. I think we better use the rapid tack because if we got to peel it back off, put it back on, peel it back off, it's too hard to deal with like that. Spray our rapid tack on it. I'm gonna just spray this half portion of it first, and then we'll see if we can get it lined up on half of it first, and then fix the other part. I'm gonna pull it on down past the logo. Pull it on down past the logo. Spray a little bit more on it. All right. And it don't matter if we ain't exact where we need to be, because we can put it where we need to be. Need to come down. That's about right on the money, ain't it? That's it right there. I believe that's it. No, it'll be too hard. There's bends here in this hood. That's what's causing a lot of our issues. But that's right on the money right there. You won't have to chint trim, but just a tad off of that right there. That one went a lot better, guys. That one wasn't bad at all. That's just bend in the hood right there causing that. Well, at least that one went down good. Even if the other one didn't do so great. I think this one's good. All right, guys, we're gonna stick this piece up here on top where the vents are. It's got my name and Jet Pilot logo, United States flag. Pretty cool looking. I'll spray some up here on top. I think this piece is probably small enough for us to stick on without having to peel half of it like I did the last one. Really didn't help us doing that. We ended up peeling it back off 2 or 3 times before we stuck it down. Anyway, but we gotta line these vents up for sure. This ought to be easy because the vents ought to help us line it up, but it ain't none of it been easy so far. We didn't want to try to come no closer to this graphic, did we?
Well, if we do,
We're gonna be off on our vents, ain't we? I think it's right. That one wasn't too bad, guys. Pushing there right there. Yeah, they're laying down now. That went down pretty good. Y'all see that one? I like that one pretty good. That went down good. And lined it up over the vents. And we got that piece up there. And I don't think that one's gonna be easy. All right, guys, we're gonna try to get this piece right here on the hood. It's gonna be a complicated piece because lining it up top ain't, but we got these fold overs that's gotta come and fold over here. And we'll have to get some heat on it to get it to do that. All right, here we go. How's that? Is that gonna line us up here? How's that?
That's it.
All right, guys. Where's my heat gun at? Say hello, Dad. Say hello.
Hey.
We on night 2, ain't we?
Yep.
Guys, we got a little under half a bottle of rapid tack left. I should have went ahead and ordered the big bottle. We run out of this on this big piece, we're gonna be hurting. So let's pray for the best. We'll get some heat on this big old piece here. This thing is a beast to put on. That other side was. I hope we have easier time tonight. Try to get it flexible. It's so stiff right now. It don't take much for it to limber up though. We'll start with that. Get it on that and then we'll worry about the top.
Here, let me hold it back here.
It don't want to go down I believe it's because the nose is holding it that way. The nose ain't letting it drop. Let it drop back there. Put it down on the bottom back there. All right, I'm where I need to be. Stick it, make sure it's down. I won't stick no more of it. And stick it on that bottom rail down there. I'm hoping what I did up at the nose is gonna help me go ahead and get it laid out. Did we do better this time? Yeah, there's still water coming out of the bottom of this when I squeegee down there. All right, guys, we got this one big piece on. I've went and worked trying to get bubbles out. And the bubble process is gonna be days trying to line out. We're just gonna try to get this thing done, and then over time, over the days, I'll go over it, hit it with these lights and try to find everything I can with it. But we're just doing everything we can do to get it finished right now. I don't think this one's too bad. I think it's that next one we had that was so bad. Yeah, this one's not too bad. Let's see what we got here. At least we still got rapid tack. What do you think? Look good?
I think so.
All right, guys. Surprisingly, this piece did a lot better for us this time than what that last piece on the opposite side did. This same piece right here on top of the hood, it said Superjet. So these two pieces we did a lot better on. Still struggled with this big piece down the line. Maybe when I get the ski wiped off, it's got a lot of glue spots on it and stuff. You know, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not good at putting graphics on. It's the first time I've ever put graphics on something this big and these biggest sheets. And these biggest sheets is what's made it so hard. Like I said, I've put them on dirt bikes, and you know, guys, I hate to say it, but I had to. A lot of this on this big piece, I had to take a needle and just stick in because I didn't want to try to move these bubbles out and wrinkle my stuff up and then cause my lines to look all jagged and messed up. So I took a needle and went pretty much pricked all over it and got the bubbles out. And I didn't. This piece and this piece we done pretty good though, but these pieces aren't as big a piece as this one is. So I mean, you got to take that into consideration. But I'm still happy with the way it looks. I still rather have it like this than just plain Jane white. I've learned doing this through the process. I believe if I done it again, I could do a lot better than I did this first time. What I discovered up here was when you spray the rapid tack on, if you'll just be patient and lay it on there and get it where you need it, and then push the water out until it's dry, and don't take the heat gun to it. We didn't even take the heat gun to this piece, and I mean, I probably will, but we left it alone for right now. And didn't have no bubbles. All right, guys, we're gonna try to get this piece on here over the hood vent. We're gonna do dry stick on this. I think we did dry stick on the other side with it. If we don't, we may regret not using the spray on this. Because if we have to pull it back up, it might tear those vents. Yeah, we're gonna spray it right there. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Go ahead and start squeegeeing that water out right here. Don't lay no heat to it. Just keep doing this until it lays down. And that's the best way to handle this procedure. I didn't start this thing out like this, and I wished I had it, but it is what it is. I mean, it won't want to lay down perfect. Like right here, you see it bowing up, right? Well, that's because it's still wet, but it hasn't moved. It's still where we put it. Yeah, take you a towel like Dad's doing. That helps too. Helps dry some of that up. But it will stick. It will stick, but it's kind of a gradual thing. And if you just be patient where we wasn't patient, Me mainly, not Dad. Dad's always patient. I would have had a better result here. I don't have a terrible result. I mean but it's not grade A. Maybe after I clean it up and get it glossier looking and get the glue off of it, maybe I'll have a better opinion of myself. But as you can see, it's laying down now. We've just kept rubbing and massaging it and getting the water off of it. That's what I'm telling you. You just gotta be patient with this stuff. If we'd just been patient with it, we would have done a whole lot better. We wouldn't have wore ourselves out as bad. And that first night, guys, I went in there, sat down in the recliner, and my hands was drawing up like that, cramping. Went to bed, jumping out of bed, feet cramping like crazy. Just where we put too much time and effort into, doing stuff that I didn't need to do. Not Dad. I was taking the lead on things. I don't blame him. But it's laying down, ain't it?
Yeah.
It looks good. You want to hit up some heat? Just a touch to get the glue to.
We'll heat it with mud. So we'll do it hot.
That looks good. Well, guys, I'm pretty pleased. Not too bad. I'm going to show you an imperfection I'm talking about. When that bubble comes up and you start heating that and you try to stretch it, you see that right there? How it wrinkles your vinyl? That's what'll happen to you. Don't do like I did. Don't do that. Be patient. Be patient with it like we did up top here. All right. Now this sticker, we had to do a little bit of trimming over on the other side. Had a time lining it up because this top decal got stretched a little bit. But as you can see, it's lining up great today. So I ain't gonna have to do nothing, just dry stick it and go. Perfect, ain't it? Money. Look at that. That's awesome. That lined up so good. I wish that other side would have done that. It still looks good. There's still the right amount of space here on this line on the other side, so we're good. Little stickers like this, that's like dirt bike stuff. That's the difference in what you're working with. I got to a little bit to get it to bend around it. Yeah, that looks good. We're getting there slowly but surely. We are getting there. All right, guys, we're going to put this back piece on first. It runs right up there under the hull. That other one's going to have to be cut anyway. I know I told y'all I didn't know what was going to have to happen with it, but it's going to have to be cut. I'm going to peel some of this back, stick it, and then we'll try to run it up through there. I'm going to try a dry method, guys. I don't know, it's an awful big piece, but it's thin, so it may work. So you got to get all the way against the top too. Makes it hard. All right, it looks like it's started pretty good right there. I may start peeling this back and see what happens. All right, I'm going to go a little bit further, okay? I'm going to hold this off this wall right here, and I say I'm going to stick a little bit more. But I'm going to try to make sure. Well, the sticker's going down on its own. It's forming that way. So it ain't me, you know what I mean? It's cut going, see how it's cut? It's going down. I think we're lined up though. This is working smoother than I thought was going to. Really, it really is. This is going a lot more smoother.
Now, when you get up here close to the end, change seats, so I want you to be the more stickiest. That went a lot easier than I thought it was going to go. There ain't no bubbles in it. I don't feel a thing. Everything good. I don't see a thing. That went good. This needs heat laid to it though because it's not wanting to. The tip of that didn't lay down. No, it needs heat to that. No, this other one we're getting ready to put on, it's going to have to be cut big time. I say let's go dry stick because if we don't go dry stick, it's just going to fall on the floor and then it's going to get dirt on the back side of it and it ain't going to want to stick. So if we can get it going like this one and peel it like that, that'd be our best bet. Okay, well we'll line that up first and then wrap it around to the nose and stick it down that way. From that line, we'll start peeling back up that way and then we'll peel it back that way. A lot of that's going to have to be cut. All right, we're going to lined up on that blue stripe right there. It ain't gonna matter back here because it's probably going to be cut anyway. That ain't right here. I'm gonna peel it back from the nose, but I'm gonna stick it here, and we're gonna pat it down that way, and then we'll go back the other way. Guys, I don't know how this one's gonna go. We'll see. We're going back to where the blue and the dark blue stripe is at to line it up right here, and attempt to lay the sticker down toward the nose, and then peel the rest of the back side off and go backwards. Just let me get it up and under the bumper real good. Well, the thing about it is my stripe here is going to have to be lined up in the middle because there's a bumper between the stripe up there, which is smaller than this bottom stripe. So I'm assuming that you need to line it up in the center of this stripe.
Lay it on it right there.
All right, now pull the slack out of that side. There you go. I gotta get it up under that bumper. It's gotta go all the way up against it. That got it. That got it right there. I just gotta stretch it and get it worked out. I got it. I just gotta get the wrinkles out of it. It is not below the curvature line here, so it shouldn't give me no issues. Hold up. Let me get it up under here. You guys, you say you gotta wait until I get it against the top. Let me get it against the top. You wanna go ahead and get me the razor knife, Dad, so I can trim this edge off of this hole. This has got an air pocket in that section I was talking about. Look, it's an air pocket here. All right, guys, we got this sticker on. There's no air pockets. It looks just like formed fiberglass right here. But I do have some overhang, and I'm going to start up here where the overhang starts and take my blade and go down and trim that off. All right, guys, we got the side bottom hull pieces on, and I actually did done some trimming, but this groove right here is actually laid into the fiberglass. There's no air pockets in it. It looks just like fiberglass. So should be no handling issues if there's any handling issues. And along the bottom, I trimmed off some excess here, and I'm trimmed right here. So there's no way for the water to affect my handling through this area of the boat. So that's what I've done, and that's what I'm going to do to the other side. Not going to film that. I'm wore out. This has been a very, very, very hard thing for me to do. And if I did it again, it'd probably be a lot easier the second time, but the first time, it was a killer, wasn't it, Dad?
Yeah, it was tedious.
So, and like I said, I'm still going to go over it, going to wipe it off. I got a lot of light in here with these studio lights on, and I can see things, bubbles that I'm probably still going to, little tiny ones. That probably won't matter, but I'm OCD like that, and I got to take care of it. But here's another area where the graphic got stretched. You can see how the Z is kind of deformed a little bit. You got to watch that. Just do what I said. Do the rapid tack and then squeegee it until all the water's gone. Use a towel. And then when you're done, then take your heat gun over it. You don't have to use a whole lot of heat. But I'm still happy with the way it looks, and I'm happy to have it, and it'll be okay. I got this wrapped up. I got decals on the pole too. We did that, and I went ahead and moved the bar up a notch, so I had to give me a little more clearance along with the 0 degree Riva bars. If you're adjusting your handle pole, just take your top pad off. Take these bolts out the side, and then you got 4 pinch bolts up here. Loosen them up.
take your rubber mallet and knock it down, line it up with the hole, put the bolt back in it, tighten your pinch bolts back up. That's all there is to adjusting your handle pole. Well guys, we finally got it done, and it was a very, very hard installation of these graphics, and I'm glad we're done for now on what we're going to do to the ski. Now we're ready to go to the lake and start getting some riding in, some vlogs. I got one more surprise for you, and it's going to hopefully get me a little more riding time toward the end of the year, hopefully. So I'll reveal that to you shortly. But take a look at these graphics, guys. I mean, these are through a company called Motopro Graphics. I'll link them down in the description of this video so you can find the company. They do dirt bike graphics and jet ski graphics, ATVs, different things like that. And they did an excellent job laser cutting this for this ski. I've trimmed very little, trimming off the graphics when I had to, but they done an excellent job. It's good quality, thick graphics, gloss. I got the gloss. You can actually pay $180 more and get a metallic spark, and it's got like a metal flake in it. And these graphics weren't cheap, so I just went with the gloss. It was good enough for me. But I never had to PDF them a logo or anything. They just sent me back a sample of what they had for me, what I told them I wanted. We went back and forth maybe 4 or 5 times before I come to a conclusion. Like, I didn't want a number here. I'd rather had the tuning fork. I'm almost 50 years old. I don't think I'll be racing. I definitely won't be doing a circuit, doing a tour racing. If I ever raced, it would be probably one race. If I was going to put a number on it, it probably would have been like number 51, and I'm sure somebody at the racing league already has that number. So I didn't know how all that worked, and I just went ahead and went with the tuning fork. I liked it better anyway. The first option they give me is a little bit smaller than that, and I said, I want to expand that tuning fork and make it a little bit bigger, and they did that, and it took up all the room on the digital camo here panel. And I like it. We got Jetski Jockey. I asked them to do that for me. First font they give me didn't have that light blue outline, and since the ski had light blue and I wanted to go with these light blue grips, they done a outline font of Jetski Jockey and YouTube in that color. We got Yamaha, we got Oakley. I'm always wearing Oakley shirts. Used to wear Oakley glasses all the time, wear Oakley goggles. So, yeah. I didn't know what this decal up here up top was, so I just figured it was a decal for the handle pole tubes. And that's what I did with it, and it worked out good. Like I told you earlier, I went ahead and moved my pole up 1 notch. Let's see if that's going to help me. And then we got the 0 degree bars now. But yeah, guys, I like it. We got the Blosian logo up here in the front. We got Riva Racing, Superjet. Underneath where the sponsor at, you got Motopro Graphics, which you have Motopro Graphics on the handle pole as well. But yeah, guys, I'm really pleased with it. Let me get a better look at it, take you around. Let me let you get a better look at it, take you around, let you look at it. Let you get underneath it. See how the underneath went with it. I did trim it a little bit around those corners, but I think it's going to work out good. Coming around the nose. I really love the decals on the nose. It really makes it stand out. I like those Blosian logos up there. You got the jet trim. You got decals in the back. It even covers the back side of the ski. You got the jet trim. See how it looks over the hood. I can't really see that. I know you guys can see it. It's awesome, guys. Awesome. Very pleased. Got my name, a Jet Pilot logo there. And underneath, I'm just really pleased with it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helped somebody. I hope it helps somebody not make the mistakes I made. Like I said, there's a lot of glue spots on this I've not gotten off yet. And I'm going to have to go over it and find something to clean it with without it maybe peeling the graphics off. But there's a lot of glue spots on it that I'm going to have to get off. I want to thank Dad for coming here and helping me. Like I said, I'll link all the products that I used to put them on. My squeegee kit will be linked in the description, plus the Motopro Graphics company that I got these graphics from. And I thank you guys for watching, and it's getting ready, time to rock and roll. I don't know how good I can rock and roll, but I'm sure going to try. And if nothing else, maybe we can just vlog and ride around and enjoy the lake. But that's okay. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do if that's what we have to do. It never works out that way, though. I always end up pushing myself, and that's a good thing. I'm still out of shape pretty bad. But I thank you guys for watching, and I hope this helps somebody learn something about putting graphics on, what not to do, what to do. And I want to thank God for helping me and Dad get these graphics on, because we sure are tired. Well, guys, this has been Todd for the Jetski Jockey channel. And remember, total victory comes when you believe God's in total control. Over and out.